Going live. You are live.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello, everyone. I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
And this is one of our regular Friday night daft quiz sessions.
That's exactly what it is.
It is that. It's all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So yes, a very good evening to you all.
As we always ask at the start of these things, before we say hello and give a few shout-outs, can you see us okay? Can you hear us okay?
See me, feel me, touch me.
Seems very bright.
Want me. I don't know if we normally have these on, do we?
We do.
Do we?
Yeah. But it does seem bright.
Well, do we need these on?
Oh, no, that's worse. Then they're like ghostly spotlights.
What's like that? With just that one on and these two.
Might be okay. So, quick shout out to a few people in the house.
Moderators this evening, Kelly and Leanne, please show them some respect. The lovely hedge rider, Braingirl, Lauren, is taking a rest. She's a bit fatigued, bless her.
Bit fatigued, just a bit worn out.
Happens to us all.
All that running she's been doing of late.
She has run a lot with those running punks.
We'll say a good evening or a good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are, to Star Cradle.
Hello, Star Cradle. Hello, Angela Claire. Hello, Luna. Hello, Ekaterina. Hello, Anne Harrod's Life. Hello, us three vegans. Hello, Bohemian B. Hi. Hello, Jill. Hello, David. Hello,
Lisa Wills, KY.
There you go.
Jill, Sharon, David, Muddy Paws, Vegan Blunders, Anita, Will and Chris. I think Charlotte. I think we've got everyone there. If we've missed anyone, we do apologise. And very rapidly, the room is filling up, which is great because we have got a quiz and a half tonight for yous. Oh, careful.
Oh, that's a bit too high.
A little bit too high.
Come on then, be nice to me.
Yeah?
That's better.
Okay. I feel like we've got ghost face. I've got ghost face. I quite like it though. It hides the blemishes.
Well, it's not like we're going out much in the sunshine. It's not like there's been much sunshine.
Gritty northerners we are. Gritty northerners, but you know that. Those that know us well. Yes, Kelly. Thank you so much. Yes. Kelly says she likes the t-shirts.
Well, I wonder why.
Very nice. We're starting, as always, with a decaf coffee and a mint. So good evening, one and all. The quiz will be starting shortly, as is always the case. Good evening, Marcus. Angela's been stuffing her face since 3 p.m. No room for snacks.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Minimum Traveller from New Zealand. Wow.
Ooh.
Fabulous.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Callum. Hello, everybody. So if you haven't already seen it, we uploaded a very quick 9-minute vlog about an hour or so ago. The maiden voyage of our fabulous Instapot pot. I was today years old when somebody said, Paul, use the holes at the side in the handles to rest the lid in. I was like, that's amazing. I never knew that. Thanks for that. And she's called Pat the Pot. I believe we have mostly Love of Music to thank for that.
Pat the Pot.
That was the name that made us laugh out loud. And we asked her, are you happy with Pat the Pot? And she said, well, I am a pot.
I said before, for those that are in the house this evening of a certain era, Pat the Pot could be friends with Dusty Bin. Those that remember Dusty Bin. Well, that's going back a few years. Kelly's got crusty bread envy after seeing the vlog.
Oh, that bread was beautiful.
Nice.
We went to the fresh bakery department at Sainsbury's. And although not marked vegan, it was just called artisan bread. And it was kind of a crusty, hard loaf, wasn't it? We checked the ingredients. We were like, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Charlotte, the quiz will be starting fairly soon, but hopefully you've got time to finish your dinner. Hopefully. Angie gets Dusty Bin. Angie gets it. And David as well. But not Stacey. Excellent.
Dusty Bin was an iconic robot in the shape of a dustbin in a British game show called...
It was Bullseye, wasn't it?
No.
Was it not? I'm sure it was Bullseye. Wasn't it? Dusty Bin was in Bullseye.
No, it's 3, 2, 1, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting confused. Anyway, there you go.
Someone will tell us.
Daniel says, was there ever a more complicated game show than 3, 2, 1?
Was it called 3, 2, 1? Is that what it was called?
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
I remember him doing it.
Yeah. Just getting you warmed up for the quiz.
Oh, thank you so much, David.
Bless you, David.
Thank
Cheers. Good, sir.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Gabby SPN, don't say anything. We've not watched it yet. The Boys season 2 finale.
Oh, is it?
I didn't know it was the last one.
I didn't.
I thought we had 2 left.
Oh, we'll have to watch that tonight.
Ooh.
We did finish Mr. Robot last night, but I think we'll save the chat about that for after the quiz. Because it's not a chat I want to rush.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
And we've been absolutely hammering Mr. Robot, so there aren't a huge amount more recommendations in terms of TV and film, because we've been watching a heck of a lot of that in our downtime. But yeah, we'll have a chat and our usual Q&A after the quiz, as we always do. But for those who are here specifically for obviously our lovely faces, but also for the quiz, we will be starting very shortly. And I will leave it to the quiz master and his beautiful glamorous assistant to just, when they get here, run over the rules and let you know what the quiz is all about this evening. The only trouble with that is I've nearly smashed it already.
Coffee. Are you supposed to after a minute? It is decaf, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yes. RP Wee Baggins is in the house. Hello, Charlotte.
Hello, Charlotte.
Thank you for joining us. She says, Mr. Robot is so good. It is.
If none of you saw it last night, by the way, the Vegan Queens did their first live kitchen drama.
Oh.
Miasma was in her kitchen. Gemini borrowed ours here. And they made cheese sauce out of vegetables.
Amazing.
Spoke to Miasma today. I said, what did you do with that cheese sauce? Gemini gave it me and I made pasta with it. Last time it was lovely. She said, I had to tell. I sat with a spoon and ate it.
And crackers. Didn't she have crackers?
Yeah, some crackers.
Some crackers. You've got to at least have crackers. I couldn't just eat that cheese sauce just on its own with nothing. I need to turn the contrast up a little bit on my phone so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Oh, so you can see your questions.
Yes. Okay. So we've got 79 in the house. I think it's probably time.
And only 37 likes.
Giz a like.
Up the stream, guys. It helps the stream.
Giz a like.
Giz a like.
Down to earth veganism on the reg. Yes, Kelly said, I was asking if Mum and Dad Brom would be playing along with the quiz tonight.
They will indeed.
I believe so.
Mum and Dad will be sat there right now. Mum will be sat in her top. Be excellent to yourself and each other. Dad might be wearing his as well. We'll have the pen and paper. And Dad will be dancing along with the Glamorous assistant. You mark my words.
It's a bit better.
Saw him today, didn't we?
We did. Sorry, I'm just sorting the camera out. There we go. I think that's a bit better.
Saw him today. Yes, the
Thank you, David.
The stew was gorgeous. We had a big bowl of stew each with beetroot and crusty bread. The way we like stew, because we actually like stew with just in like a consommé, a thin vegetable stock. I only do thick gravies. I don't like a thick stew necessarily.
No.
Unless I liquidise some of the veg, but no, we didn't want to do that. Anyway, we had a big bowl each. There's a evening size meal portion each, ready to go in fridge. There's a Jason lunch size portion
For next week.
ready to go in freezer, so we can take it next week. And there's a portion for Joan and all.
That's the great thing about doing a veg stew.
Well,
yeah.
I've already learned quite a lot about the Instant Pot. What I've learned is that I could have actually put more vegetables in it. The maximum line in it is for the liquid.
Ah, okay.
So I could have piled a bit more vegetables up on the top, and because vegetables shrink, of course, it would have been more vegetable thick, but it was delicious. Delicious, and I can't wait to do more now.
Before we start the quiz,
now I've done that.
I should just mention Leanne has just said, I found out this week that Imran doesn't like beetroot, the weirdo.
I know.
How strange.
I remember you telling me, and it made me feel a bit funny about him, to be honest with you.
The thing is, lots of people would have exactly the same reaction to me not liking mushrooms. So, fair is fair, as they say. Angie had stew for dinner this evening. Yeah, it's not junk food. Kids playing up and refused to eat it because they wanted junk food. Everything in moderation, we say. Yeah, they've been together 17 years, and she didn't know that he didn't like beetroot.
It's quite a few people don't like mushrooms.
Good.
I love them. I miss them terribly.
Well, Deneen is in the house. Hello, Paul, Jason, Mods, and everyone.
Deneen.
Yes, mushroom lovers. Equal amount of mushroom lovers as there are mushroom avoiders. Shall we get this show on the road? Is everybody ready for a quiz?
I haven't even got me bobbling.
Well, you've got until the music finishes.
No.
To get yourself sorted.
Where's your bubbles?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Paul Daniels didn't have to put up with this. Daydream Believer, the Quizmaster, is on his way. I had to have a little word with him earlier on because he was slacking. He was slacking big time. He was like, oh, it's been a while now. I'll go back to the start and look at the questions from the first time we did a quiz. And then, and I was like, no, you can't do that. It's got to be original. It's got to be fresh.
Must be black.
Thank you so much, Muddy Paws.
Thank you, Muddy.
Greatly appreciated. Imran's in the house, just here in time for the quiz. Hey, you guys. Excellent. Right. Well, Hench is in the house. Hope you're here for the quiz, Hench. Hope you've got the brain in gear. Good, sir. I'm sure you have. Pens and paper at the ready.
I've got an audition tonight. Director, give me a raise. So I bought some new costumes.
I wasn't informed about this.
There we go. Now there's your glamorous assistant.
You not put your hair in?
Hang on a second.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay. David says, Paul, you are rather a delight. Yes, pens and papers at the ready. Clearly, as you can see, if anybody has just joined us, the glamorous assistant is getting ready on camera for the quiz.
She's ready.
We good? Fabulous. Love it. Okay. Okay. So, is everybody ready for the quiz? The quiz master has arrived. I am here. And I'm going to introduce the quiz right now. So, this evening, we have 3 rounds of 10 questions, 3 categories. It's always quick fire with the quiz, no messing about. The only rule, really, is don't put the answer in the comments. So you're going to write your answers down at home. You're going to mark your own scores. No cheating, because you're only cheating yourself. Okay? Are we ready? Round 1 is all about animals. Okay. Question 1. What food makes up nearly all, around 99% of a giant panda's diet? What food makes up nearly all, around 99% of a panda's diet? That's question 1. Question 2. True or false? Mice live for up to 10 years. Mice live up to 10 years. True or false? Question 3. What is the name of the phobia that involves an abnormal fear of spiders? What is the phobia that involves an abnormal fear of spiders? Question 4. What is the largest type of big cat in the world? What is the largest type of big cat in the world? Question 5. True or false? Crocodiles have no sweat glands, so they use their mouths to release heat. Crocodiles have no sweat glands, so they use their mouths to release heat. True or false? Halfway through round 1, how is everyone doing? Are we confident? Are we going to see 10s across the board? That's what I want to know. Question 6. Are butterflies insects? Are butterflies insects? Question 7. What are female elephants called? What are female elephants called? That's question 7. Question 8. True or false? Bats are mammals. True or false? Bats are mammals. Question 9. Bees are found on every continent of Earth except for 1. Which is it? Bees are found on every continent of Earth bar 1. Which one is it? And final question, question 10. True or false? Cats spend an average of 13 to 14 hours a day sleeping. True or false? Okay. Tot up your scores. We will give you a few seconds. I'll just point out there that I made a terrible mistake. Don't tot up your scores. Check your answers. That's what I meant to say. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go through the answers right now. So the first round was 10 questions and it was all about animals. And I'm expecting 10s across the board. Hench says I'm definitely winning, to be fair. We shall see. We shall see. I reckon there's going to be a few winners in the house this evening. All right, so question 1 was, what food makes up nearly all of a giant panda's diet? Bamboo. 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 Answer to question 1 was bamboo. Question 2, true or false? Mice live up to 10 years. Actually, that's false. Captive mice live for up to 2.5 years, while wild mice only live for an average of around 4 months. Bless their tiny little feet. Question 3. What is the name of a phobia that involves an abnormal fear of spiders? It was, of course, arachnophobia. Question 4. What is the largest type of big cat in the world? The largest big cat in the world is a tiger, weighing up to 300 kilograms, 660 pounds. Question 5. True or false? Crocodiles have no sweat glands, so they use their mouths to release heat. The answer is true. They often sleep with their mouths open to cool down. Question 6. Are butterflies insects? Yes. Yes, they are. Question 6. Question 7. What are female elephants called? Cows. Didn't know that. So answer to question 7, cows. Question 8, true or false? Bats are mammals. True. Question 9, bees are found on every continent of Earth except one. Which one is it? Antarctica. Antarctica.
I did think that.
Kind of makes sense, but there might be 1 or 2 of you that are kicking yourselves now. Like, of course.
It's very cold.
Of course. Question 10, true or false? Cats spend an average of 13 to 14 hours a day sleeping. Anybody who lives with a cat will know that that is true. So there you go. That is the end of round 1. Now you can tot up your scores. Okay, yes, let's see the scores. Let's see the scores in the house. 9s. Lots of 9s, lots of 7s. Jill, I want to call out some of the great scores. We've got Sarah. We've got Lee, Jill.
And Joe before 20.
20.
Yeah, daft egg.
20. Doubling up those scores. Jill and Kat, yeah, both got 9s. Leanne, 10, of course. This does not surprise me. Sophia with a respectable 8. Bobby, 7 is also respectable.
Yeah, right, 8. Deirdre Believer, 8. Us 3 vegans, 10 out of 10. Yay.
Awesome.
Hannah got 5 out of 10. And I don't get 1.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that for a second. Okay, so there's some very, very respectable scores there. Some very respectable scores. Hope the fam at home, mum, dad, Auntie Pearl, if Colin's playing along as well, even better. Hope you've all got respectable scores too. Okay, should we plough on?
Yes.
We're going to plough straight on to round 2. Is everybody ready? Let's go. No. There we go. Okay. Round 2 is general knowledge. Okay. Just general knowledge. 10 questions. Let's see. What are you laughing at?
Bench, call Mr. Plough. That's his name.
That's his name. It's Mr. Plough. General knowledge. So, question 1. What is 0.75 as the lowest possible fraction? What is 0.75 as the lowest possible fraction? Question 2. Which famous girl band did Cheryl Cole belong to? Which famous girl band did Cheryl Cole belong to?
Cheryl Cole.
I bet you all thought you were going to get a lot of maths questions, didn't you?
The nation's sweetheart.
Question 3. How many hours are there in 7 days? How many hours are there in 7 days?
I can tell you how many hours, how many minutes are in a year. 525,600.
Wonderful. Some good maths there. Question 4. Okay. What colour do you get if you mix blue and yellow paint together? What colour do you get if you mix blue and yellow paint together? Question 5. In which American city is the Statue of Liberty located? In which American city is the Statue of Liberty located? Question 6. Global warming is caused by too much of which type of gas? Global warming is caused by too much of which type of gas? 4 more questions in this round. How confident are people feeling? How are you feeling? You feeling confident? Have you got 10? Think you're going to get 10? Question 7. How would you say hello in French? How would you say hello in French? Question 8. Which metal makes the strongest magnets? Which metal makes the strongest magnets? Question 9. Which year did the Second World War start? Which year did the Second World War start? And question 10, final question of the round. What is the largest Scandinavian country? What is the largest Scandinavian country? Just check your answers and make sure you've got them all written down. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay. I'm going to be interested to see the scores for round 2, general knowledge. I think we had a few maths complainers in the house, and I can understand that, to be fair. I wanted to get your brains working this evening. Let's, okay. Oh, the vegan Mujita.
It's late.
Don't worry, we've still got 1 more round of the quiz to go.
For a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. You're late, you're late, you're late.
Okay, we're going to go through the answers. Get yourselves ready. Okay. Answers to round 2, general knowledge. What is 0.75 as the lowest possible fraction? That was question 1. The answer is 3/4. 3/4. Question 2 was, which famous girl band did Cheryl Cole belong to? It was Girls Aloud. Answer to question 2, Girls Aloud. How many hours are there in 7 days? That was question 3. If you've got a fast brain, you could do the maths, or you've got a calculator to hand. It's 168. 168 is the answer to question 3. Question 4 was, what colour do you get if you mix blue and yellow paint together? Green. Green. Yeah, absolutely. Answer to question 4 is green. Question 5 was, in which American city is the Statue of Liberty located? New York. So yeah, answer to question 5 was New York. Question 6, global warming is caused by too much of which type of gas? Carbon dioxide. Question 7, how would you say hello in French?
Bonjour.
There you go. Answer to question 7 is bonjour. Question 8 was, which metal makes the strongest magnets?
It's iron.
It is iron.
I'm glad.
It is iron. Question 8, answer was iron. Question 9 was, which year did the Second World War start? That was 1939. And question 10, the last question of the general knowledge round, was, what is the largest Scandinavian country? And the answer was Sweden. So there you go. That is the end of round 2. Get yourselves ready momentarily for round 3. Yes, let's see your scores. Let's see your scores. David, yes. Ooh, Angie. Sharp intake of breath there, Angie, for that score. Carol's done well. 2020 Bridget I think that was an 8 or a 9 out of 10 there. They're flying past.
I have to just check.
The vegan Mujita says, I think I'll just avoid round 3 and be here for moral support. I'm hoping people will find round 3 a little bit easier. Bethany M, 9 out of 10. Hannah, 10 out of 10. Excellent stuff. Hench 5.61. That's not bad. That's respectable.
That's a good.
That's, you know.
That's all right,
That's 50.61%. Us three vegans, 20 out of 20. Fabulous. Excellent, Gemma. Brilliant scores. Brilliant scores. So, yeah, we're going to move straight on to round 3. And then when we finish round 3 and you've got your scores, we'll see total scores for all 3 rounds. And we will crown possibly multiple winners, possibly no winners at all.
Multiple winners, to be honest.
Usually.
But this is a very interesting round, isn't it, Quizmaster?
It is.
Why is that then?
I've got to scratch my head. This hat. This terrible hat.
Yes.
Can I get a budget upgrade for the next quiz, please? Because could you have a word with the funding department? Just put a word in for me. Just please put a word in for me.
I've got 75p for this blouse. Okay, I'm a thrifty shopper.
Is everybody ready for the 3rd and final round? This round is all about plants. Yeah, see what we did there? See what we did? Round 3, the final round of the quiz this evening. Plants. It's all about plants. 10 questions. Question 1. The scientific study of plant life is known as what? The scientific study of plant life is known as what? Question 2. The process of plants using energy from sunlight to turn carbon dioxide into food is known as what?
Come on then.
The process of plants using energy from sunlight to turn carbon dioxide into food is known as what? Quite a long question, that, but you all know the answer, I'm sure. Question 3. True or false? In the right conditions, bamboo can grow over 60 centimetres, that's 24 inches, in just 1 day. True or false? In the right conditions, bamboo can grow over 60 centimetres in just 1 day.
To the people who are writing the answers in the text, can you not? Because you're kind of ruining it for everybody else, and you'll just get silenced by the moderators because you weren't paying attention.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Shall we continue? We were up to question 4, I do believe. The movement of pollen from the anthers to the stigma of a flower is known as what? The movement of pollen from the anthers to the stigma of a flower is known as what? That was question 4. Yes, answers on pens and papers, written down like the old days.
Not here.
Not here. Question 5. Amber is made from fossilized tree what? Amber is made from fossilized tree what? Question 6. True or false? Humans were on Earth before plants. Humans were on Earth before plants. True or false? Question 7. What grain has the highest level of worldwide production? Hint, rice is second. What grain has the highest level of worldwide production? And it's not rice. 3 more questions left in the final round of the quiz. Question 8. A trailing or climbing plant is also known as a trailing or climbing plant is also known as a
free shabakadu.
Question 9. True or false? Pitcher plants are carnivorous. True or false? Pitcher plants are carnivorous. And question 10, the final question of the final round. The Japanese word sakura means the blossoming of what kind of tree? The Japanese word sakura means the blossoming of what kind of tree? That is the end of the third round and the end of the quiz, we are very, very briefly going to go through the answers. Check your answers right now, and then we will get to it. Okay, are we ready for the answers to the final round? So, hopefully we all did well. Hopefully we all know a lot about plants. Otherwise, it might be a bit embarrassing for us all, eh? Might be a little bit embarrassing, but we'll soon find out. Question 1 was, the scientific study of plant life is known as what? Botany. 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 That was the answer to question 1. Question 2, the process of plants using energy from sunlight to turn carbon dioxide into food is known
it photosynthesis, sir?
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. That's the answer to question 2. Question 3, true or false? In the right conditions, bamboo can grow over 60 centimeters in just one day. It is very true. It's true.
That's incredible.
It's amazing, isn't
Isn't it?
Absolutely amazing. So there you go, 60 centimeters in a day. Question 4.
And you can get bamboo toilet paper off Amazon. You can get it from other places as well. Something about a panda. Panda's in the name.
Kind of stands to reason.
Better than even recycled paper, apparently.
Apparently. So yeah, answer to question 3 was true. Question 4, the movement of pollen from the anthers to the stigma of a flower is known as what? Pollination. Pollination. It's the plant kinky times.
Minimal Traveller says, I thought it was horticulture. Isn't that plant design? Isn't that like a gardener?
All I'm seeing is that somebody's questioning the quizmaster. That's all I'm seeing. Swiftly moving on. Okay. Question 5. Amber is made from fossilized tree.
Resin.
Resin. Answer to question 5 was resin. Or I might take sap. Sap. Question 6 was true or false? Humans were on Earth before plants. False. Plants were here first, and they'll still be here when we're all gone, I'm sure of it. Question 7.
Oh, they'll thrive when we're gone.
Oh, yes. Question 7. What grain has the highest level of worldwide production? Hint, rice was the second. It's maize or corn. So there you go. There you go. I would have had to give that some serious thought. Question 8. A trailing or climbing plant is also known as a
vine.
Vine.
That was on Vine.
Vine.
That was my clue for you.
So the answer to question 8 is vine. Question 9 was true or false? Pitcher plants are carnivorous. Answer is true. Pitcher plants are carnivorous. And the final question of the quiz tonight was the Japanese word sakura means the blossoming of what kind of tree? It is cherry tree. Cherry tree. So, first of all, we want to see how you did in that round, and then we want to see total scores for all 3 rounds. And to do that, we need to just do one thing, and that is have the theme tune again, because it's too good. Okay, so how did everybody do? So Jill got 8. Jenny, overall score 26. That's very respectable. That's a good score. This round, Alice got 7. Bethany 8. Will and Chris 25 out of 30. All in. Excellent. That's not bad at all.
Jill 27.
Yes.
All in. Hannah 12 out of 30. Well done, Hannah.
It's the taking part that counts. Us 3 vegans, 29 out of 30. Very nice. That's mightily impressive. Has anybody got 30 out of 30? Anybody got 30 out of 30? I think Hench was doing so bad in the quiz that he's snotted off.
And he owed me.
Gabby, that's almost 50%. That's not bad at all.
It's there.
Excellent stuff. Leanne, 30. Well done. I wouldn't have expected any less, to be honest, Leanne. Do you know what I mean? You just smash it every time. Some other very respectable scores there, though. Amazing stuff. Well done, everyone. Good night, Gemma. If that's good night, all. The quiz is over, but the live's not over yet. We will be momentarily getting all of this garb off
and sitting having a chat about.
Paul and Jason will be coming back. Stuff. Yeah, we'll do our Q&A like we always do. Well, yeah, you go first. Yeah. But yeah, seriously, well done, everyone. We, of course, most of the people in the house this evening, we got 80 in. Give us a like if you enjoyed the quiz. Just pop out the comments for a second. Give us a thumbs up because it really does help to sort of get the word out there. And more people find us on YouTube. We've recently smashed 7K subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely amazing. We are chuffed to bits. And for anybody new here, we do a quiz once every 3 weeks on a Friday. It's always at the same time. And we do a live every single week without fail. We'll always do a live once a week without fail. So, yeah, there you go. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the quiz tonight. Still some scores coming in. Adam, 19 out of 30. That's pretty respectable. Yeah, Kelly, we were over the moon with the 7K subs. The next big one, I suppose, we're heading for is obviously 8.
Yeah, I just need a quick wait, sorry.
Paul's just going to the little boy's room, the little girl's room. It's going to the... So yeah, I'm gonna derobe right here, right now, because it's very easy to do. It's not mysterious or mischievous in any way. Back to Kelly's lovely t-shirt that she bought me for my birthday. Can you see it? It's not true, to be fair. I was going to wear it to work the other day and I thought someone might be offended by that. They might get upset about it.
Right. There we go.
Are we all good? I just banged my knee.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
You don't want to be banging your knee. Not at this time of night.
So yeah, that's the quiz done and dusted. I hope you all enjoyed the quiz questions this evening. I wanted to veer away a little bit from movies and music, sort of TV type stuff, but don't you worry, those themes will return at some point in the not too distant future. Yeah, that hat makes me head itch right bad.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good, Jason.
Should I pour us a glass of wine?
That would be absolutely lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll just have a chat for a minute about Mr. Robot, which you can join in when you get back from bringing the wine.
Cool.
I'm going to just have a... So, right, people enjoyed the quiz. Brilliant. Great questions, Jason. I'll leave Jason to it. This is all Jason, by the way. All I do is don a wig and dick about. That's my contribution to the quiz. So, yeah, I'll leave it all to Jason to sort out. But he does a great job of it, so why wouldn't I?
Bless you.
So, yeah, for those of you that don't know, we have a running system. I posted about it on our community page not too long ago, whereby we do a live every weekend, be it a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday, and it goes in this order. It goes Saturday night mukbang at 8:30. The week later, Friday night quiz at 9 o'clock. The week later, Sunday afternoon kitchen live at 3 o'clock, where we cook something. And for those of you that take part in our lives often, should I do? I don't know whether to do it as a live because I think it'd be quite time consuming. But should we do elements of a roast dinner?
Ooh.
For the next Sunday live?
Cheers, by the way.
I'm thinking of doing an early Christmas dinner, by the way, just to because I'm sorry, but my Christmas dinner is amazing. I've honed my skills on my Christmas dinner over many years. So our Christmas dinner is perfect for us.
Yeah.
We love it. We think it tastes beautiful.
We think you'll love it. But yeah, so next Kitchen Live
is next Sunday.
Let us know if that sounds good.
Not this Sunday coming. A week on Sunday.
Leanne's just said, can we have an Xmas mukbang? We did last year, didn't we? Did we do it last year?
We were live on Christmas Day last year.
We were, weren't we?
Yeah, we went live on Christmas Day because I couldn't stand the thought of people being on their own on Christmas Day. Still can.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do it again this year. Just sit and have us dinner on live, and
quite a few people are saying that sounds like a great idea.
Have a chat
for the next Kitchen Live. Will and Chris, sounds good. Deneen, yes, great idea. Yes. So that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Robot, I wanted to talk about. Oh, we'll do lives over Christmas, for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll probably end up live on Christmas Day for at least a part of our Christmas dinner.
Oh, Sophia asks an interesting question.
What?
Would you do a Halloween-themed mukbang? Maybe. Not ruling anything out at this moment in time.
Well, the week it's Halloween, it will be another quiz.
Right.
As it's Halloween on the Saturday, we'll be doing a quiz on the Friday. So we could do a Halloween-themed quiz on the Friday.
We could.
Couldn't we?
We could. That'd work. Yeah. Very nice. Watch this space. Definitely. And I very rarely ever say it, but randomly, if there is anybody in the house who's new, do consider subscribing to the channel.
Oh, no, we'd
totally
love that.
free, and you can do that.
That means more than anything.
It's true.
Because it means you
means you love us.
You enjoy what we do. All right, the 9th of October, and then Sunday 18th. And then it will be Saturday the 24th. And then it'll be back to Friday the 30th. Yeah. Quiz on the 30th. So we'll make it a Halloween quiz.
Okay.
And I'll probably change my wig.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. So yeah, we were going to talk briefly, just briefly about Mr. Robot. So Paul.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth sticking with. It's a very complex story about a very complex young man with a very complex mind. But there's a lot of really lovely elements in there, and it's one of the best scored series I've seen for a long time. Music is massively impacting to me, and the diversity and the choice of music in some of the episodes was epic. It proper helped you to take you on the very complex journey of Elliot's life.
Yeah. And it is on Amazon, isn't it? Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
It's tough to get into at first, and don't watch an episode when you're tired. Because
you've got to be
on the ball with it.
You've got to be on the ball with it. Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. It's well worth watching. 4 series. And as we said, I think when we mentioned it the last time we were live, I think we just touched on it and said how much we were enjoying it. We are late to the party, of course. We are aware of this. There's probably quite a few people who have seen it already and loved it. But yeah, brilliant. Just brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's also as well, I don't think it's often apparent just how serious and unusual the mental health aspect is. Like how big it is.
Oh, it's huge. It's mainly that.
Yeah. Definitely. So that's Mr. Robot. It's done and dusted. We're gutted about it.
Yes, Jenny, I've felt the same thing with
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, loved the music in that too. And I find myself like, I'll put Google on and what's this song? On Amazon, it's brilliant because 9 7 times out of 10.
7 out of 10 times.
When you do the X-ray on Amazon, you get whatever track's playing at that point in the scene. Sometimes it doesn't work; it's not there, and so just use Google, and it always finds it.
Yes, Will and Chris started watching it after your last live. It's really good. Yeah, I don't think it's going to float everyone's boat. It is, like Paul said, it's a lot to follow. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really helps if you can. What I always do, even though I'm always very, very aware that actors are actors playing a part, I very easily fall in love with characters as they are being played, and I can suspend disbelief for a short while. And I really loved Elliot, and I really loved his sister and his friend and his therapist. I just warmed to them all. I thought it was a really well cast, really well scripted, very complex story, and it is hard to get into, but it's worth it. It's worth getting into.
Definitely. Angela says, started watching The Haunting of Bly House on Netflix. It's really creepy. Have we got that in our watch list? The Haunting of Bly.
Who said that?
Angela.
Angela, where are you? Are you?
As in geographically?
Yeah, I've been looking for that.
I thought we'd added it to our watch list on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, but it said it weren't out yet. It was the series. Have you got it before us? I wonder. We only looked not last night, the night before.
Yes,
and it weren't there.
Yeah,
it was. Well, it was there,
but not there.
But it wasn't there. It was just a kind of landing page for it with information, but there was no episode to click on. So I mean, if that's on, I really want to watch that. We actually went looking for that on purpose because we really enjoyed the Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
It was a brilliant series, and this is the same makers and one of the same cast members.
I'm just looking at.
Oh, it came on today, Leanne says. There you go.
Ah, right.
Brilliant. Yeah, we'll be watching that for sure.
And
definitely.
Pee Wee says The Untamed is a good series. Is that on?
What's that on, Charlotte?
So yeah, we'll have to have a look at Haunting of Blythe Manor.
Jenny, I do.
Yeah, same, Jenny.
Absolutely. Loved it.
It was only a matter of time.
Loved it. Stood up and screamed.
Only a matter of time before someone had to mention Game of Thrones. I've been waiting for this.
I stood up and screamed when she did what she did. I screamed. But I did it the other night as well in Mr. Robot. Same thing. There was a moment.
Yeah, Pee Wee says it's on Netflix.
That I wasn't quite expecting. And when it happened, I was like, yes!
Yeah, it was always going to divide. The ending of Game of Thrones was always going to divide the population, wasn't it? Definitely. So, yeah, actually, just briefly, it would be remiss of me to not mention, because you mentioned Mr. Robot and we were talking about mental health. It would be remiss of me not to just mention to those who are not aware, tomorrow is World Mental Health Day. So we don't have to have a massive, deep and meaningful conversation, but it was really just to put it on your radar that tomorrow is World Mental Health Day. We obviously always encourage ourselves and everyone else to look after the mental well-being, but tomorrow particularly, if you can celebrate it, if you can share resources, tips, how you've been managing your own well-being over the last few months across your own networks with your own friends and family and everyone else, and maybe just mark the moment, that would be absolutely awesome. Because one of the most important things that we need to do in the world at the moment is to get rid of the stigma around mental health and make it so it's the same as physical health.
Oh, well, it absolutely is the same as physical health.
Oh, of course it is.
And if you saw any of my vlogs recently, I did one yesterday, trimming my trauma tree, because I'm acknowledging and working on the fact now that I hold too much significance to dates, and that might carry negative energy for me. And what I'm trying to do at those now is swap those dates out for better things. Example, 8th of October 2016 was the day an episode aired on TV that I hosted that got complained about that led to a chain of shit for months with a lot of stuff in there. However, 8th of October 2017, I swam naked at Antisamos Beach in Kefalonia and snorkeled for the first time naked with my willy out. 8th of October. So, which one are you going to remember? I'm going to remember 2017, thanks. I'm going to hold on to that one. But we were also talking about the importance, and I don't want to miss anything here, so talking about the importance of self-care, about simple things like doing a visualization while you're in the shower, where you're under a tropical waterfall, or whatever works for you to just give you some calm and feed your soul.
Yeah.
Stand outside on the grass in bare feet on a nice day, have a lovely shower, pamper yourself, put your snuggles on and have some snacks, and do you know what I mean? And always remember, always keep this in mind. This is what holds me together some days. I can, if I want to, think about all this chain of bad things that happened, or I can think about the fact that I'm still here at the end of it all, wearing my shield and my armour like a right glistening warrior. You see, got through it all. I'm not going to think about it and worry about it all. Got through it. I'm here.
That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Mark was mentioned Russell Brand's thoughts on Facebook at the moment. It's from a base of understanding addiction, 12 steps, etc., and many aspects. It opens the mind to a lot of free thought for hope. Yes,
he's a decent guy though, and he's got a beautifully inquisitive mind that wants to analyze and dissect and break things down and understand how they work. And I think it takes that kind of hunger, that kind of curiosity as a human being to understand what being a human being is. Why do we become addicted? Why do we cling on to negative things that hurt us? Why do we cling on to negative people that hurt us? Why all these kind of needs and things we try to paint over? And I think basically the ability to stand outside yourself and look in and think, right, what could we do different here, is more rare than I would like it to be.
I think it's one of those things, is like what I've come across consistently over the years in a lot of my work is that people don't give themselves the time. And that's ourselves included sometimes. We're just as bad, at sort of practicing that. But yeah, just allowing yourself the time. And a couple of people in the comments have said, about how they've been giving themselves more time for self-care, whatever that looks like for you, like Paul said before. But it's really important. So yeah, just mark that moment tomorrow. And if it's not something that is necessarily usually on your radar, then that'd be awesome. Because even if you are finding that you're managing your mental well-being really well at the moment, I guarantee you there's somebody near to you that probably isn't having a great time, and they probably are struggling a little bit. So yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can understand that, Stacey. Sometimes it's and it must be a real struggle to not allow that conversion to take place, the conversion of physical pain to mental pain. But if it's something you suffer with, again, always credit yourself with the fact that you get through it. You get through it and you're still you, and you're still a fabulous human being. That is so important.
Yeah, big time. So yeah, that's just us obviously wanting to have a little chat for a few minutes about mental health and everything, because obviously it's World Mental Health Day tomorrow. So for anybody that's just come in and they're like, where's the quiz? The quiz is done. Yeah,
30 questions. They were fabulous.
We're on to the chat now, and we're on to what we always do with a live, whether it's our mukbangs, whether it's our quiz nights, or whether it's cooking in the kitchen. We always wrap things up generally with just a random Q&A, an opportunity for you to ask us anything, get to know us a bit better. We can point you in the direction of probably some stuff that we've done before, and we'll just have a general chin wag and answer any questions you might have. So now is the time. If you have any, fire them our way, and we will do our very best to answer them.
Oh, Daniel, that's a very, very interesting question. Not particularly keen on the analogy because I think that everybody would. I mean, you can use that, with racism or anything. You could say, "Oh, well, I'm not taking part in it, so I'm against it." But a lot of people. It took me, and I'm a pretty strong person emotionally. It took me a long time to go to a pig safe. A long, long time, and I went to document it and to challenge myself, really, to go and do that. In fact, I think activism is, Mildred having a talk to her friend Doris at work about how she tried soya mince and it worked really well in a shepherd's pie, is as much activism as someone standing in a cube holding an iPad, as far as I'm concerned, because it all reaches somebody and gives them a chance to process the information that something that they've been used to done this way can be just as good done this way. And the only difference is you haven't hurt anything. Nothing's been killed. Nothing's been hurt. And that's a powerful thing to get into somebody's mind. Now, if you're studying Cube of Truth, which I am dying to do as a speaker, I'd like to be the talker, chatting to people. And at the beginning of this year, it was all set. I was ready. I was raring to go, and then COVID came along, and I can't wait for it to all be over so that I can get into cubes of truth. But being a pig safe vigil was I can understand why people can't do that. I can, and I could do it again.
I would just say, I think the last thing that we need in the vegan community is for vegans to judge other vegans on their activism. So I'd say, if I'm honest with you, I'd say that that's a reflection on Joey Carbstrong. And I'm just being bluntly honest there. I think we have enough judgment in the world as it is without us within the vegan community judging each other on what is activism and what isn't activism. So going back full circle to what Paul said originally, there are and many people in the comments, I've seen a good few people in the comments, there are many different types of activism. And yes, some is arguably more effective than others.
I think Joe is out of order for saying that kind of thing.
Yeah, I do.
And for making people feel bad. It's like he's in a position of privilege because of what he's done since his life of crime. He's now in a position of privilege. Don't look down on other people.
On a brighter note, there's quite a lot of chatter going on about Yorkshire Puddings. From our perspective, is it fair to say it's a work in progress?
It's a work in progress, yeah. There's a lovely supporter of ours called Moira on Facebook who mentioned that she uses Tesco bread mix with aquafaba, and it makes fabulous Yorkshire puddings. So I've had to wait to get a couple of ingredients. And I'm still working on it, my version of Yorkshire pudding. I'll get there. When I get there, you'll be the first to know, trust me.
Sarah says she's been pretty successful with mini Yorkshire puds. Let's just scroll down a little bit and make sure we've not missed anything.
Just scroll back up a little bit because I feel like you missed quite a bit then. It did that thing where...
Yeah, it jumps sometimes, doesn't it?
Really jumps.
A couple of comments.
Oh, Carol saying, what's Cube of Truth? Carol, basically people stand in a square holding an iPad or a phone or a laptop showing slaughterhouse footage. They all wear V for Vendetta masks and all black. And there's a couple of people talking to people as they walk past. If somebody stops to watch, What do you think about what you see in there? Do you know that's standard practice? That's the job I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
different things for different people. I mean, we're just picking up on what Kelly
mentioned. You are not a quiet vegan at all. Your activism, and you don't even acknowledge it, sweetheart. Your activism on Instagram is vast.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about your shopping, the money you've saved. You show these fabulous meals. You show your shopping. All part of that's vegan activism.
Totally.
That's why. Sorry, Joey, if you ever watch this, but don't piss people off by putting people down because they don't do what you do. That's so rude and up your own ass. It really is. Kelly, who doesn't believe she does any activism at all, is activist on Instagram and inspires people with vegan meals and vegan shopping and money saving. But because of views from people like you, she doesn't feel like she does anything.
I think everybody...
Kelly, you're an activist, sweetheart.
Everybody in the comments is kind of in agreement, really, for the most part. You know, everyone's sort of saying the same thing, and that's good to see. And I think, and that's the way it should be, really, isn't it? You know, we're all doing our bit in our own way, and it all contributes positively.
Absolutely, and anything that contributes to someone thinking, oh, maybe I could do just one meal. If you make someone think that just in a conversation, that's activism right there.
Leanne says, I make vegan cakes and feed them to Omnis. Yeah. And Todd, thanks for recommending me to how to use an air fryer. I used mine so many times over the last few weeks, inspired by you. Best 70 quid I've ever spent.
Aren't they amazing? I bloody love mine. Love it.
Thank you very much, David.
David, I do. I use the 40 Plus moisturiser from Superdrug in the silver pump bottles. The daytime one and the evening one, vegan and cruelty free, and it's for 40 plus. And me being 51 now, I'm like, give me that, girl.
I use it sometimes. I'm not a regular user. I should probably use it more, to be honest.
It's very, very good stuff. It's really good stuff. I like it anyway. I like it.
Mark has rather interesting question. It's a good one. How long do you think it might take for veganism to become a law due to the effect on the environment, meat, etc. is having? At this time, it's free will, of which I believe is the right way. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I think they can possibly, there's certain parts of the world where we're seeing governments influence that in terms of taxing that industry so that people have to pay more. And I think that's probably more likely the direction we may go in, because I don't think that agricultural subsidies is a sustainable thing from a financial standpoint. So I think we're naturally going to see an evolution in that industry anyway. I just don't know what it's going to look like at the moment, but it's going to be interesting to see. I said this years ago, and there's a lot. I know there's a lot of vegans in the community that would probably, disagree with this. But I think a realistic development is that we get to a point where if somebody wants to go to a supermarket and buy a dead chicken to eat it, they need to be paying an extortionate amount of money, so that actually they're not eating chicken every day. They're maybe actually only eating it once a month because they can't afford to eat it the way that we're consuming animals now. So, but I don't know. It's anyone's guess, isn't it, where it's going to go?
It's really yeah. I mean, it's really difficult, isn't it, to because you can't force compassion even.
Yeah,
it'd be good if you could force the good things in life: compassion, empathy, understanding. You know,
definitely.
There would be good things to be able to forcefully instill into people, but it would still be force.
It feels
so it would still be wrong.
Yeah, it feels like there's been real progress over the last sort of 12 to 18 months, but we always kind of say the same thing. There's real positives that you can see and you can find, but it never feels like it's quite quick enough. Do you know what I mean? I do love somebody who speaks the mind. Graven, I don't like Joey Carbstrong. I do love somebody who speaks their mind.
There are a lot of people who don't, to be honest, and I think it's because of his attitude. I've already discussed my experiences at Vegan Camp Out with an obvious fan of his that I saw, watched him upset.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah,
that was really rude, man. That was rude.
Unnecessary.
But, you know, I'm not here to diss other vegans. He does a lot of good work. I just wish he didn't look down on people that don't do what he does.
Yes.
It bothers me greatly.
Bethany says, my mum and sister went vegan after I did, after I cooked for them and showed them how easy veganism can be.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Amazing, Bethany.
And Bethany and everybody else as well.
Angie, we are all activists in our own way. That's what I'm saying. You have a conversation with someone and spin a positive about veganism. You've been an activist.
Leanne says, my mum told me today that she prefers the vegan cheese kettle chips. I did a happy dance. That's good. That's really nice. Happy to hear that. Kelly, that's terrible. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? She offered somebody a biscuit at work and they asked if they were vegan and said yes. And they were like, no, thanks.
People are strange.
Very strange. So, any more comments, questions?
Yes, any more questions before we bring this one to a close? We're both exhausted. Jason, who doesn't normally work on a Friday, had to do a couple of hours today.
Guess why? Because it's mental health awareness. It's World Mental Health Day tomorrow.
We did the Vegan Queens live last night, which, believe me, although you saw what, an hour and 35 minutes, it was 5 hours from beginning to end. It was pretty exhausting.
Yes. It's been a long week. You may even.
It has been a long week.
Those people who are here, you wonderful people that are with us this evening, the ones who are here regularly, I know a lot of you are. You may sense, you may get a gut tingle. You may see that our eyes are slightly weary from the long, arduous week that we've had.
Mark asked your opinion on lab-grown meat. I can't see a problem with it, to be honest with you. If it's grown from cells, I know that it still comes from cells, but they don't have to kill the animal to get the cells. And if people are so desperate to eat the flesh of a creature and it can be done without hurting the animal,
yeah,
I would say why are we doing all that process? But have at it, love, if you need that. There are so many amazing alternatives these days. Why bother?
I think that's the thing. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But
cheers, Will and Chris. Have you downloaded our book, by the way? We've got a free ebook, thoseveganguys.com. If you haven't got it yet, please download it. Share it with your family and friends. It will be updated at some point. I've got more to add to it now.
But as it stands right now, it is still an absolute treasure trove put together by my wonderful husband.
Brilliant. Nice one.
Excellent. No, it really is, though. And Paul did a cracking job putting all that together, writing it.
I enjoyed it. Then the shoulders ache.
It's the classic thing of, Paul said it before, what would we have wanted when we first went vegan? That's what the book's all about, isn't it? But just going back to the lab-grown meat question from it was Mark. Similar to what Paul said, I haven't got a problem with it, but I wouldn't want to try it. I wouldn't have any inclination to actually want to try it at all. That's my perspective. Okay. Kelly says, any plans for more Vegan Queen's kitchen shenanigans?
The girls have been discussing that this very day, Kelly, and yes, there are indeed. It may be like 2 episodes of Ladies of Lockdown followed by Kitchen Live, or it might be Ladies of Lockdown, Kitchen Live.
Yes.
On the Thursdays that they would normally put the episode out.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So, yeah.
Carol says, what do you need to have to download your ebook?
Nothing. It's a PDF format, so you just download it double click it and it'll open. And you just scroll down all the pages, or you can search for something. You can search for tofu or soup or whatever.
It's that simple. Yeah. It really is. Yes. So, Bobby, thank you, lovely lady. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, before we finish, we will be having a little digital hug. It's almost becoming a tradition now, which is lovely. We will just touch briefly on the fact that we will be creating and producing more content over the weekend. Not going to give anything away other than we're going to be doing a taste test over the weekend, and it's going to be very, very special. Very special.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it.
And we'll say no more on it other than that. Trust me, it's epic. It's exclusive. Mm-hmm. It's amazing, and I hope you will check it out when it goes up. Probably Sunday. Yeah.
Someone asking for a link where to get the book.
What's the easiest way to do it? I suppose just to go on Google and type Those Vegan Guys.
Well, it's thoseveganguys.com.
Yeah.
All one word, thoseveganguys.com. First page you come to, you'll see the book cover, button underneath, download now, download it, downloads to your computer. Show us, share it with as many people as you like. If you care to make a donation, always gratefully accepted, but not expected.
And thank you, Kelly, for saying similar things in terms of helping people to access our ebook. So there we go. I think this is
Sarah bought a second Karen mug. I fancied a pair.
That's brilliant.
You're brave having a pair of Karens.
Pair of Karens in your very own hands. Amazing. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up there, aren't we? I think this seems like an appropriate time.
Seems like a lovely place.
And are we going to go and
do visit Hench Herbivore, who was along with us earlier, and do visit Angharad's Life's channel. Please, they're the only two active YouTubers I'm aware of.
Yeah.
And Graven Baby's husband, Wayne.
He's got a new channel now.
A man called Wayne.
A vegan called Wayne.
A vegan called Wayne, does gaming and everything.
I was going to check, but it might be quite difficult to do it in such a short space of time.
It's going to be a great taste testing. I'm very excited. I do love a bit of chocolate.
Yes, it's a vegan named Wayne.
A vegan named Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does like gaming and stuff. So
dollar stores and thrift stores and all kinds of things.
Love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Right, hug.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hug. Love you all so much. Thank you for being our friends and subscribers. Thank you.
There we go. There we go. Big squeeze all round. Digital hugs. I'm going to say it just because I haven't done it all night. Schmarona Schmirus will not defeat us. Even if we're restricted to digital hugging, it will not defeat us. Thank you all, you awesome people, for being here this evening. It wouldn't be the same without yous, because of course we'd just be sat here talking to no one. Yeah, I hope you've all had a lovely evening. We have, as we always do. I think what we're going to do now, to be honest, is we're probably going to go and have another glass of wine, possibly finish off.
The boys.
Oh, there's either the boys or Ratchet. We've got Ratchet to finish off as well, haven't we?
But the boys is the final episode. We've got 2 left of Ratchet.
I'm so upset about the boys being a final episode. Anyway,
I don't mind.
We're going.
Got other stuff to get into.
We love yous all. We love yous all. Thank you for the thumbs up. Please spread the word. Let people know about our down-to-earth veganism.
Yeah, do consider becoming. If you've stayed with us all this time and you're not yet a member of the channel, you can become a member of the channel, which really helps to support us for as little as $1.99 a month. And all the beautiful people whose names are in green there are members of our channel, and we really, really thank you, my darlings. Thank you to all our Patreons. Thank you to our moderators. Thank you for just being friends and supporters. It's amazing. We love you. Love you.
Love you. Mwah.
Be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves.
Bye.